can be a great people, Kal-El. They wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way.
Oh, and I think we're going to head over to Goodwill, maybe Savers. We will see. This is going to be a little bit of a vlog style, and I want to see how this does on the channel. And also, too, I'm going to test out. I want to test out my mic placement. I have been getting, and I hear it in my videos. I've been hearing, you know, my breathing in the videos, which is kind of annoying, and annoying to me. And I'm going to try the placement of the mic, which is right here below my chin. I might put it on my actual collar of my shirt to hopefully avoid getting the breathing in the video. But on the subject of that first, I don't know if I got to practice. It's not that I'm out of breath. I mean, I don't feel out of breath, but I just got to practice better breathing techniques, I guess, since I have a mic here. I just finished putting gas, so we're gonna get on the road. But I do have I have asthma, which means I then therefore have COPD. Also have allergies, and of course, right now allergy season is really big. My nose is perpetually stuffed up, so kind of annoying. And I have a tendency of forcing air through my nose, and I never really paid attention to it until I hear it on my mic. So I'm trying to avoid all that, trying to figure out the right position for the mic so that way I can avoid all that, save you guys from all that noise, because we just want to concentrate on the reselling and making sales on eBay. Finding items and making sales on eBay. That's the name of the game. I'm heading out to the post office right now. Today's day Tuesday. It is senior day. I'm not a senior, so I don't get the discount. Although I've gotten the discount before. People have given it to me. We just give it out to everybody, but it's not consistent, so I don't always get a discount. And around here, it's I think it's 30% at Savers and 20% at Goodwill for seniors. And I think it's the limit is 55 and over, so a lower age barrier, I guess. Yesterday was Monday, so that means weekend sales. Weekend sales are doing great. We're kind of, we are at the levels of last year. So we did 38 orders over the weekend. I got all those out on Monday. And, you know, I mean, the goal isn't necessarily to be at last year's level. It's to, you know, grow and beat last year's level. So that's the name of the game we're trying to do right now, and we could beat it in two ways. We can either do more volume, or we could just sell better items. And so far, better items are going out. One of the highlights was a Bowflex. We got 2 of the Bowflex Select Tech dumbbells that came with weights. And I've been selling off the weights, and the dumbbells sold, and those dumbbells were $78 each just for the handles. The weights, I sold 2 weights over the weekend and $25 a piece for those weights. So great sales right there. So the quality of the items is definitely better. And then obviously we would like to get the quality and the volume to move simultaneously if we can. And that's the goal with us getting out to Goodwill, Savers, find better items, find good items that resell well. And you know, here we don't follow sell-through rate. I mean, we look at it, we do our market research, but it's 50-50. I would say, you know, sometimes I go by gut and feeling, how I feel about an item. Do I feel I can sell it? Because sometimes the brand, and I brought this up with a sweater not too long ago, the brand was very poor. It's a poor reselling brand. But the subject matter had NVIDIA on it, the company logo. But because it had the logo of the company on it, it resold for around $30 to $40. If it did not have that logo on it, I would not have picked it up. So you got to take a lot of stuff into consideration, and sell-through rate isn't everything. Sell-through rate is not everything. And it takes years, and sometimes the years don't even add up to great sales or great knowledge. So stay along for the ride. Please like the video. Subscribe if you want to continue to see content from me, and hit the bell notification if you want to get notified when these videos come out. I'm going to decide where I'm going to go, and then we'll take you guys along for the ride, for the trip. Just dropped off at the post office. Now check with your local post office. Speak to the manager there. So yesterday, there goes the door, the funky, the clicking of the door. Don't mind that. So, I was dropping off a bunch of orders yesterday because it was Monday, and one of the managers was out there, and I happened to be there late, and so he said, you know what, you can just go right into the back. There's some bins back there. That's where you can drop off your mail, so that way it doesn't, because typically what we do here is we would stack it on the shelves or on the desks that are there, and where the tellers are. Basically find an open spot, and that's where you drop it. But he said, just go to the back. You can drop off stuff back there. There is a sign though that says employees only. But for small businesses, obviously, reselling online, reselling on eBay, reselling on Poshmark, anything like that, whether you're on the side or what, you can come back here and drop off your stuff in the back. So that way you don't have to stack it up in the front. You really don't have to deal with not that I have to stand in line, but there's usually a big crowd in the post office here, so it can get a little hectic in there. This is going to make it a lot easier for me. I'm glad I found that out. So I'm just going to come straight to the back, drop them off behind the building, and I'm good to go. Ready to get on with the rest of the day. Otherwise, it's like playing Tetris inside there sometimes, especially on a Monday. We're all stacking boxes and packages and trying not to let them fall, so it'll help out a little bit. All right, let's get going. Okay, everyone, this is what we're doing. We're going over to Savers, if you can see it there through the trees. I decided just to come here. It's the first stop on technically it's the first stop on my route. I prefer to go to Goodwill's, but we're here at Savers. Let's go see what they got in there. Again, remember, it's Senior Tuesday, so it's going to be busy. It's going to be pretty packed. Generally, I like to look at the glass because sometimes they do get some good computer hardware. And, it's one of my specialties, so I can usually make some pretty good profit on that if it's, obviously we can get it for a good enough price. But I got a donation just in case. I already have a coupon, but I'm going to drop a donation off anyway. Let's get in there and see what we can find to buy and sell on eBay. Okay, this is kind of interesting. It does have some weight to it. Bulls and bears. Stock market. $5.99 is a little bit high, I think. I'll probably, this little guy probably pops out. I will scan this. Just see that a bunch of little clocks right here. Another cool one, little telephone booth. It's heavy. That kind of pops out, see, like that, so that way you can replace the battery. Oh, sorry. That's okay. No problem. So we can replace the battery. It says Park Lane. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, kind of cool. I might look this up. This says House and Best. House and Best. Not 100% sure. It's kind of cool. Got some old 80 vibe to it. It's in great condition. I'll look that up too. I mean, there's a bunch of them here. Look at this one. This one you kind of put little pictures in it. This one's not as cool. I mean, cool subject matter, but as far as resale lines, this one, no. Yeah. Let's say Purple Heart. Not sure. Oh, that one's not as cool. Oh, wow, this one's fairly heavy. Got a lizard, butterfly. Just made in China with a Westland giftware. So Westland can be good. They have like these horses. They're like painted horses. I forget what the exact name of them are. But this might be a good piece. they are priced fairly high, so probably because of the weight, they are pretty weighty. Camera Santa Clara, but I'm gonna look these up just because I kind of like them. I think they're cool. What the heck is this? Oh, I think this opened up. It's a music box? It's a clock. But how does it... County of Santa Clara clock. That's, I mean, we're in the county of Santa Clara here. I guess... I don't know. I'll look it up. It's kind of cool. It's got some weight to it, so... Let's put that in the box. Put that in the cart as well, too. We don't mess with collector plates. They don't really bring that much. I mean, just for your guys' I mean, it's terracotta. Looks like it has the holes for hanging. But we don't mess with those. Okay, got a few things in the cart. Definitely need to look at that a little bit more. But let's move on down. Okay, we moved down a little bit here. And we're not going to pick these up. They won't go for that much. And it's basically the asking price. They're just asking too much for them. I mean, if you get about 50 cents, you can probably sell them for $10 a piece. Snake plant, the price is a little bit too high. So we're not going to be able to make money on that. The bulls and bears, I can't find anything on that, but I know that'll do well. And the crystal one down there, still looking that up. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to take it or not. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, this is interesting right here. What is this? Oh, decanter. It's got, oh no, it's not a good one. First of all, it's not matching, stopper isn't matching there. Okay, let's check out, let's get around the corner here. Okay, checking out the keyboards. You guys know I love keyboards. So finding them, reselling them. Picked up a mouse here. It's not a bad deal. $2.99. We're gonna get 20% off. Probably $10 to $15 for that mouse right there. $7.99. I usually pick these up if they're a good price, but this one doesn't have the matching dongle, so I was counting them up. I think I have 4 of those right now. They just come in handy as a system builder. Just plug the little dongle in, has a mouse and keyboard with it. Helps me out when I'm testing systems. What else? This is probably from IKEA, yeah. I am not picking up IKEA lights anymore. They just aren't really moving that well, so leaving them behind. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too great here on the shelves. Maybe it was picked over already, I don't know. This is familiar. It's Ultimate Ears? Yeah, UE Ultimate Ears. This could be a good, $13.99, that might be a good price. I'm trying to figure out what model this is. Let's go check out the books. Alright, check out these toys. The dog game? Okay. No. That's See, I've seen that before. Pop line? What is this? Oh, interesting. Some sort of weird camera. That's odd. I might take a look at that. Let's put this in the cart. It's interesting enough. We'll put that in the cart there. We have a Lamborghini. It's not anything really that I want. Okay. Magic Deluxe. What is this? Oh, it's Melissa and Doug. It's a magic kit. Now, Melissa and Doug can be pretty hit or miss, but I'm going to look this up really quick and see. And I'm going to look this up too while I'm at it. I'm going to be careful here. Okay. Okay. So, got a few things. Looked up the camera here. I can't find this exact one, but based on what I can see and what I'm finding, maybe about a $40 camera right there. These are little miniatures, Fairy Garden, $2.49. This should be like $15 for these two right there. This is an Ultimate Ears. It's by a company called Logitech. They do mice and keyboards. But this should sell for about $60 to $80 on the high end, maybe if I get it cleaned up. And if it works, of course. But we're definitely going to pick that up. We're going to put those two little clocks back. This I'm probably going to put back. They want $39.99. If it's fully working, it would be probably about a $100 camera, but I don't want to go through the hassle of testing that and, after paying $40, maybe a little bit less than 40 because we will get a discount today. And then find out it doesn't work, and then for parts, it'll probably sell for what I pay for it. So I don't feel like taking the gamble today. I got some great littles. And all these things are in poly bags. Such a easy, when everything goes in a poly bag, it's great. Just like the other day when I showed you the backpack versus the little HDMI Elgato stick. What would you rather have? $60 for the Elgato stick, or try to ship out that $6 backpack? Of course, the smaller, less hassle one. But let's go check out the baggie wall now. Okay, we're down here at the baggie wall now. There's always a group of people that plant themselves right where the carts come out. And I've heard the employees complain to, I believe, who is the manager here, but they really don't do anything about it. So I don't know. I find it kind of annoying. I'll usually ask, like for my Goodwill, I'll ask, can I look at this here? And they usually say okay. But I really don't want to get in the way of people's jobs. I mean, that's my thought on it. They're here doing a job, trying to get these shelves stocked, getting items out, and then people just, it's kind of annoying. In my opinion. Okay, I don't see anything there. Just gonna put these games here. Good games, but probably not worth picking up. What else we got over here? Little shot glasses. These, if I'm not mistaken, are for, surprisingly, these actually go on the charging base for your sonic toothbrushes. This look on a spoon. All right, I'll get right back to you. So as I was checking out, I forgot to show you guys this right here. or a couple things really quick. $3.99. Little wine glass markers here. And with these, it really depends on the subject matter. These ones here, this was packed with it. These ones aren't worth anything. I wasn't looking at those, but these ones I was. And as you can see, they just kind of have just cool little sayings on them, nicknames. So these will sell really well. I sell these all the time. It really just depends on the subject matter. And metal, definitely want to look out for the metal ones. As far as the brand goes, doesn't really matter too much. So if you look up the brand and you're not finding it, it really doesn't matter. With these, subject matter is where it's at. $15 to $20 is what that will sell for. I got my 20% off discount, so I paid less than that, $3.99. Don't know if I showed this to you, but this is a skin for an iPod, 3rd generation iPod, and they're just not making these anymore. So it's tiger print, and I think it'll do really well if anybody has one of these. It's gonna, it'll be difficult for them to find a skin. So where are they gonna look? Hopefully on eBay to find a skin for their iPod. We paid a little bit less than that. I'm gonna price this at probably $20 and see what happens on that. Then we picked up everything else. This I was just curious about. I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, Santa Clara County is huge, so I'm pretty sure we should do okay with this clock. And let me try to. I think it just comes right off like this. See, the problem is the stickers right here. Oh, there we go. We got it. Oh yeah, okay. I thought that was that was so clear. I thought it was just straight through, but pretty cool. We should make some pretty good money on that. If I had to guess, this would probably be about a $25 piece. So let's go get this packed up. We're gonna move a little bit down the road. We're gonna check out Goodwill, maybe 2 Goodwills. I don't know. We'll see. So I was just thinking about it right now when I was looking at those little wine markers, and I was just thinking about this, about sell-through rate. And people that have not been doing this for very long should rely heavily on sell-through rate. That is going to help you and get you quick success really fast. So it's going to be several years, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, I've been doing this for 24 years now, so I know what's going to sell. I know when there's a customer base for these items. Whether or not there's information for it on eBay or not, I know there is, because I've had a history of selling this stuff. So when I say, don't worry about the brand. If you are a newer seller, you should also rely upon the brand as well too. So if you're a newer seller, definitely look up the brand. And then, like I've said in my past videos, follow people on YouTube. You can follow people like me who's been doing this for quite some time, and you can look at the items I'm picking up. And I'm trying to move at a slower speed than I typically would move through, flea markets and thrift stores. So that way I can, explain, you guys can see it. I'm trying to show you all the different, everything about the items. So, and all these items will sell. Everything in my store it takes about 2 months on average, about 2 months to sell through all these items. So, yeah, we're going to go, like I said, we're going to get to another Goodwill, and maybe 2, we'll see. All right, we're at stop number 2. This is Goodwill. As you can see the sign. Okay, let's go see what we can find in here now today. Nope, thank you. anything there. Shoes. Nice selection of shoes, but yeah. Whoa, holy makeup. Just take a peek over here real quick. Nothing. Okay. Let me look at the electronics first. We'll pass by the purses as well too. Go. Here we go. So there's one of those seatbelt bags. Kind of dirty on the inside, but it's nice. Yeah, no. Just too much wear on that one. What is this back here? It has a tag on it. This Gwen's OMG accessory. No. Steve Madden. Madden. Sucks Avenue. Steve Madden. Crocheted. Vera Bradley. No. Okay. Let's see. That's funny. Really quick, sometimes these little Wi-Fi range extenders can do really well. I don't buy them because I don't believe in them. They're kind of crappy. They don't really, yeah, they do extend your network, but they don't really do a good job of it. And there's better ways to do it. So just based on the principle of it, I don't buy them. I know. I might be leaving some profit behind, but I don't like those things, and I'm strongly against them, so. If you see me pass them up, that's the reason why. Press it, electric griddle. Yeah, now. We're not messing with that. Here we go, we're going to keyboards. Keyboards. Bunch of keyboards here. Although, what's this? This is one of those flat ones. This is kind of, I think I see an Apple. These are kind of cool. Oh, the mouse is missing. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think this is, Bluetooth. It's rechargeable? Where are the batteries at? Is this even the right one? Yeah, it is. I have a mouse actually for the, what is it? Oh, $16? Yeah, now. I was gonna say I have a mouse for this, but I'm not gonna pay $16 to get this keyboard. It's not worth it. You know what, there is an Apple. There's an Apple keyboard here. And it's only about $20, but see all that crap there? You gotta clean that out. And it's not gonna sell if you don't clean that out. You could, but it's not worth the time. This is interesting. This is, yeah, it's a razor. For $4, that might not be bad. Let me see. $4 for a razor. I mean, it's not the best one in the world. It's not dirty. It's kind of cool. For $4, that might be worth it. I'll definitely look up the model number because some of those razors are pretty low end. And if I'm going to ship something with, you know, that length, the length of the keyboard, it's going to require some significant packaging. I mean, like a big box or something. No, that's not it. There's a Microsoft. Oh no, this one's been sitting here forever, and it's been like in a state of disarray. Like it's deteriorating. They marked it down to $8. It's been sitting here. I might look it up again just to see what it's going for. Maybe I'll rescue it from its demise. Digital postal scale. Oh, that's kind of cool. That could be useful. That can actually be really useful for $6. In case anything breaks, any of my other scales break. All right, let's see here. This little pottery piece is gonna come around, but no, nothing really that great. What do we got here in the backpacks? Easton bag. We're already into the middle of baseball season's already in full swing here. I don't think it's opening day. I don't think opening days happen, but as far as like people getting prepared and prepped for it, they should already have their gear. I'm familiar with that. Oh, Taekwondo sort of bag. It's like a gym bag. It's kind of like a soft leather. It's got a good look to it. It feels like real leather. Is there a brand on it? Olivia Miller? I'm gonna look this up. It's kind of nice. It's got a name. It's definitely got a look. It's got a vibe going on. It's $14, so let's take a look really quick. I looked at the brand, even though it's a nice backpack, it just doesn't really sell for that much, so we're gonna leave that behind. Kensington keyboard has been here way too long. It's already missing the dongle. It's missing a little foot to it. When I originally saw it, it was in pretty good condition. So now it's too far gone. That keyboard's a good keyboard. Let's keep on rolling. What the hell are these? $14? No. See a Canon printer over here. Okay. Let's go this way, but we're going to try to get to the other side here. Okay, we're not really finding too much, but this just saves the trip, I think. VHS, Godfather, still, of course, VHS, right? I don't ever pick up VHS, but the Godfather completely sealed in there, anywhere between 50 to 100. And then we're looking probably about $30. That is sealed, brand new. But I think that is gonna be it. What is portable little heater now? Mickey Mouse, Disney Minnie Mouse. That's a no. I think that is gonna be it. We're gonna head on out of here. What time we got? I mean, we still got time. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to another Goodwill today. I always wonder what that orange thing is. That's for a bike trainer. Just you can put your own bike on it, and basically just have a little bike in place. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go to another Goodwill. I think I'm gonna work on getting listings done and getting the stuff I picked up listed so we can get it sold. All right, I think, yeah, we're heading on out of here. Stay tuned for the end. Hey everyone, welcome to the end of the video. Just make sure I frame the shot right here. And I hope you guys enjoyed those 2 trips and a little more vloggy style of video. Went over to Sabres, went over to Goodwill. Let me know what you think of the pickups. You know, I briefly touched on, again, you know, I kind of, you know, hit this point in my videos about subject matter. You know, that can really is going to sell your item. You know, this clock right here that I picked up, you know, there's no sold comps on it, you know, and you know, if you don't really have the experience, you might not even really know what this is. So I mean, I've already got watchers on this item. I already have it listed. It's up and ready to go. Already got people looking at it, and you know, you could just look up the brand Linden, and it's not Linden, and that's not really gonna. That's not going to give you anything that's really worth it, but it's the subject matter. It's the, you know, bulls versus bears. You know, it's stock market right here. That's what that's about. And then you know, the wine bottle, the wine glass markers. That's all subject matter. You know, that brand. There's nothing on that brand at all. That's all subject matter. And I've just had a history of selling those items. So that's how I know to pick those items up. Now, here's a name really quick to look out for. This is a name to look out for in watches. And so I didn't really notice this right off the bat. But this is, I believe it's pronounced Boliva. And if you can see it there on the brand of the clock there. So I was like, whoa, after I saw that, after I realized what it was, I was like, whoa, this is actually kind of nice. This should sell for about $50-ish is what I'm looking at here. There's no sold comps on this, so I'm going off based solely on what I've sold in the past. I haven't sold this exactly, but I've sold similar items. I've sold those types of watches before. Now, Boliva is a great name to look out for. It's not one of the super high-end watches like a Rolex or anything, but they'll sell for as low as around $25-ish, kind of like their, you know, their mainstream line. We're talking used. And you know, they can go for as high as several hundreds of dollars. So definitely look out for that name. And yeah, if you get it for the right price, it could be a really good score in watches. And then also what I wanted to talk about as well too, we're going to look at a few solds here that I just recently sold. It's not everything, you know, I'm not going to show you guys everything I sold because this would be just a really long video, and a lot of the stuff is just my typical, what we call bread and butter. So I sold a bunch of keyboards, a bunch of Apple keyboards. There is one keyboard I'll show you at the end of the video. I already shipped it out, so I'll pop it up on the screen. And you know, we sold some more clothing like Lululemon. We've sold, what else do we sell? Golf clubs. Golf clubs are starting to really pick up. And I've said this before in previous videos. You could probably just make a whole business just selling golf clubs, finding them and selling them secondhand, of course. You know, picking them up at the Goodwill. My Goodwill, they're typically right around $4 a golf club. Sometimes they do price them up. I sold a GameCube. We sold a Xbox accessory. So a lot of Chicago Bulls hat. So a lot of stuff that's just, yeah, your typical stuff that you expect to sell all the time, like your bread and butter stuff. And then as far as, you know, your business and what I do to keep things and keep things going, and what I think you guys should be really focused on, because we think we put stuff online, everything's online, we're going to get millions of people looking at it, we're going to get we're going to get sales, we're going to start to get sales right away. And I've talked about how even popular items, they won't sell right away. I saw those Bose headphones. You would think they would sell right away. I'm gonna get my money back really quick. I'm gonna make some good profit. But it took about a couple weeks, and that's to be expected. The instant sales just don't really happen that often. I mean, they do happen. Don't get me wrong. I've had items where I've listed them and they've sold immediately. I've had items that have sat there for maybe about a day and they sold. So it does happen, but typically you're going to be waiting a little while to make your sales. And I just have to compare it to just brick and mortar stores. While we are selling online, and online is where everything's going, we still have to take that same concept of a brick and mortar store. If you go walk through the mall, what stores do you gravitate to? Do you go to those stores where there's really nobody in there? You just see the same merchandise over and over again. They don't really, replenish the shelves. They don't redecorate, or, a lot of it is, when you're walking past stores, it's more window shopping and you're looking for something to draw you in. You gotta think the same way about your eBay store, and we're primarily focused on eBay here, but we do sell on other platforms. But this channel is primarily geared towards eBay, so we really gotta keep putting great items out there, and you gotta constantly be putting great items out there. You don't necessarily have to be like sell 20, list 20 to sell 20, because I've listed far fewer than that and have sold close to 20 items in one day. So there is something to it, but just being consistent, putting these items out there so that people can see it. If it's a great item that with a great customer base, it's gonna sell. It's not going to get pushed to the back burner because, you only listed 5 items and then you reached your limit already for the day. No, if it's a great item, and people are going to find it and they're going to buy it no matter what your listing goal is for the day or anything like that, or you think you've hit your limit for the day. So you just got to be consistent, finding great items and keeping your store fresh and moving and active, because nobody goes into a store with no activity at all. That's just boring. I don't really ever. There's plenty of stores that I walk by, when I'm out at, we go to the outlets in Gilroy. We go to the, you would think you go to the outlet. Outlets are jam-packed full of stuff, and you would think every single store would be packed, but no, they're not. Why? Because they're boring. They're not necessarily items that people want, or they may be items that people want, but there may be a lot of competition, and so you're gonna have to make yourself stand out. And how do you make yourself stand out? You gotta make your items more appealing. And how do we do that online? You gotta do great pictures. You gotta make sure you have a great title to draw people in. You gotta use those keywords. Keywords are very key, for lack of a better word, very key to getting your items sold, to getting those views on your items. So there's so many, you could just go into eBay, look at what has sold for whatever you're purchasing, whatever categories you're in. If you're niche down or if you're selling a bunch of other categories, jump into those categories, see what has sold. Follow people that have been selling, and go in. Look for people with a lot of feedback. See how they're making sales. First of all, check to make sure they're making sales, because people with a lot of feedback don't necessarily have a lot of sales or are very successful, or they may have been successful in the past and they're not now. So definitely check their solds and make sure that they do have a lot of consistent solds, and see what they're doing. What are they doing? How are they setting up their listings? What item specifics are they putting in? What do their descriptions look like? So those are my thoughts on that. But let's go ahead and jump into the what sold. And again, I got the subject matter on this one is great. One of my personal favorite pieces. Otherwise, it's just a plain black backpack. Here it is right here. Just a plain black backpack. Nothing really special. It doesn't even have it's just a nylon. There's no liner in it. Let me see. Are there anybody? I haven't looked at this in about a month, so let me see here. This took about 2 months to sell, close to 2 months to sell. I think it was a little over 2 months. Yeah, I mean, it's by Parkland. I believe I looked up the brand and wasn't really much, but it does have a laptop sleeve in there. But it's just a light, flimsy backpack. It's really nothing. If you were to see this out there, without anything on it, this is a pass. This is a pass. All the time. But it has, sorry if you hear the little jingle, it's the dryer and stuff are going over there. But it has Jim Beam on there. And Jim Beam is a distillery, and they make, I'm pretty sure they have their hand in quite a few things, but they're well known for their Jim Beam whiskey, so it's embroidered with Jim Beam. It's embroidered too. It's not just a patch either. I probably would have stayed away from it if it was a patch, like an iron-on patch. The fact that it's embroidered is a little bit better. So, what did this sell for? This sold for $30. I got this in a big old bundle full of items, and if I remember correctly, that bundle full of items probably came out. Each individual piece came out to, if I remember again, almost $2 a piece. So this backpack was about $2. I think it was a little bit less than $2, and it sold for $30. It's a super lightweight backpack. Like I said, there's not even pockets on the side for a water bottle. So this will easily fold up inside a giant poly bag and get sent out of here. And just a cool backpack. I always pick up distillery stuff, especially whiskey, because I'm a huge fan of whiskey, a collector of whiskey. The next item that should be I gotta go get it from the box here. 1 second. Okay, so the next item I wanted to show you guys was this Lazy Susan. Really cool wooden bowl. This is actually by a company called Monkey Pod. Not sure if this is gonna be able to come out in the actual. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get a focus on that, but Monkey Pod, made in Hawaii. It's a great brand to look out for. It just doesn't. It's a very premium brand, but it just does not sell that well. Not all the pieces necessarily sell that well. The vintage pieces obviously do a lot better than the more modern pieces. You'll find a lot of just the regular plain bowls out there, which are okay. The bowls, just the regular plain bowls, are going to be a bit of a tough sell. They're not going to sell very fast, and usually they will be priced up around, I've seen them for $3, I've seen them up like $5.50 around in my area at the Goodwills. When you find them at the flea markets, which is where I found this one, and this one I paid $1 for, so this was a really good buy. They're usually all banged up. This is no exception. They definitely just have some condition issues on there, and I definitely photographed that for the listing. But it's okay. I definitely would not recommend picking up Monkey Pod bowls unless maybe you find them at a garage sale, an estate sale, and you're getting them for $1 or less. And then you would definitely want to bundle them up. There are larger pieces, like similar to this, that will do pretty well. But just the plain old bowls, which is what I come across a lot, that's why I'm mentioning it, are okay. And I wouldn't buy them at the Goodwill. I wouldn't necessarily buy them at the flea market unless they're in great condition. And we're only going to pay about $1 or so for those, or less, or put them together in a big old bundle. This sold for also for $30. Let me just double check. I think it was like $29 and some change. This Monkey Pod Lazy Susan, $29.37 is what this Monkey Pod Lazy Susan sold for. It's really cool. It's nice. It's nice and solid. When I'm in stores, I'll tell you guys I don't like picking up plates. I don't like picking up dishes because of the diameter, and then now you got to get a box that's, what is this? This is probably about 11 inches by 11 inches, and this isn't like that slim. This is probably about a 4-inch or 5-inch. You definitely want to leave some room for the packaging material. So, another great sale. Monkey Pod, Lazy Susan, chip and dip bowl, or a dip bowl. You probably put your, I don't know if you enough to fit chips in here. Probably more like your veggies and your sauce in the middle. So, really cool piece. Monkey Pod. Look out for the older stuff. Look out for the more bigger, complex items. Plain bowls, not really. just because the pricing isn't very good when you're sourcing it. Another item that sold recently, and you might say Valentine's Day is over. Legos, of course. I'm picking up Legos. Even these little, I guess they're kind of like activity books with stickers and everything. And obviously it has a little Lego set in there as well. Didn't sell for a crazy amount. This was a $10 sale, but I only picked this up for 79 cents at the Goodwill. And I mean, it's Legos. It's got, you know, this a perfect gift for a Lego lover. I mean, it's also it's also about love. But if someone you love and you want to express their love and they're a Lego fan, you know, obviously this is probably off store shelves already because this was for Valentine's Day, so it's gone. Just a really cool piece, a really quick sale on this one. This one took about a week and a half to sell. So a quick sale. Make sure it's brand new though, because this does have like stickers and everything in it. Make sure the set hasn't been opened either. There are some other books that come with exclusive minifigures you want to look out for. Usually I'll find them out there, but of course they're always missing the minifigure. So definitely look out for Lego, and you get something like this, you got to get for $1 or less, because it's not really going to sell for that much. Like a $10 sale here, so we're not getting rich, but it definitely adds to our sold listings for today. And then the sale that I took out yesterday, yesterday, which is Monday for me, was a keyboard, and it's going to pop up right over here on this side of me. And it's just a really cool little keyboard, sold for $20. Now it's probably a keyboard, and it is a keyboard that everybody passed up. Let me just pull up the listing really quick so I remember here. I just sell so many things, and yesterday I took out 38 items, so that was one of them. It's a Gearhead mini USB keyboard. Now I remember this actually being sold in the store, and I believe I had one of these as well too. There's a Fry's Electronics, is the big electronic computer store that was in our area, Bay Area, California. They have since went out of business. I do remember them selling this, not just this brand, but also this keyboard as well too. It was just a small, very compact little keyboard, USB powered, and I picked it up because I remembered it first of all, and it does have a use case. And obviously somebody wanted it because it sold for full asking. I only listed it for $20. I might have been able to get a little bit more out of it. There's plenty of them listed right now. It does have somewhat of a decent sell-through rate. So I would stay away though from used ones. If you find it brand new or open box, this was open box, definitely pick it up $1 or $2, because it's only going to sell for about $20. There are plenty of others listed on eBay right now that other people can choose from. So there's plenty of competition. I just knew because I was familiar with the brand. I'm familiar with actually that specific keyboard, so I picked it up. It's a really cool little keyboard, just a small little guy, Gearhead, and sometimes I do surprise myself that some of this stuff does sell, and that people actually, you know, like the same stuff I do, or look out for the same stuff that I do. So you know, I can't, you know, it's just you know, it's definitely having the knowledge from the past that allows me to be successful at selling these items on eBay today. And we're continually learning, you know, I'm continually learning new stuff, looking out for new stuff. I'm looking up stuff while I'm out and about, and now I'm just trying to share that information with you guys. You know, spread the information out there, trying to help. Hopefully, my knowledge can help you guys find these items as well too, and resell them on eBay or whatever platform you choose to sell on. But let me know if the if the pace that I'm going at, because sometimes when I turn off the camera, I just start going pretty fast, and then I have to remember, wait, I need to show this in the camera, like I did with those wine things. I just quickly scan through a part of the baggy wall, and I was like, wait a second, I'll grab it really quick. So I know a lot of us more seasoned resellers just move at a really rapid pace. Like, we want to hurry up and get what get what we can get out of this store, move on to the next one. Get what we can get there, move on to the next one, because you always have that thing in the back of your, you always have that sense in the back of your mind that, you know, there's a great item just around the corner that I need to go get. So there's always like a sense of urgency, but when making these videos, I really don't think that, you know, showing that, you know, the speed at which I could potentially move at when picking up items, it wouldn't really be helpful, because I'd just be, and I'll probably forget to show you guys stuff and explain items, point stuff out that you should be on the lookout for, should not be on the lookout for. So let me know if the speed at which I'm moving at is okay for you guys. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I am trying to work on breathing techniques now, because, yeah, like I said, placement of my thing, because I can hear myself breathing in there. I'm like, do I breathe like that? You know, you don't really hear yourself. I don't pay attention to myself breathing, and so hopefully hooking the mic up under my chin will help to alleviate that. And it seems to still be picking up my voice pretty well, and it seems to also help muffle the music, because I was just listening to the video as I'm editing it right now. I'm going to release this video ahead of other videos just to kind of get a sense of if you guys like this little more vloggy style format. Even if I can get all the breathing out of it, which is great, and show you guys the items I'm picking up. You know, all this stuff I'm picking up now, I'm listing now, and we're getting it sold, hopefully, now. But please hit the thumbs up button if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to continue to see content from me. Please like the video, please subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you want to get notified when these videos drop, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, about midday. I'm in the Pacific time zone. I'm releasing them a little bit earlier, so if you are in the Pacific time zone, it's going to come up a little bit earlier for you guys. I'm trying to get them out earlier in the day, so everybody has a chance to hopefully catch my video and watch it. But that's it for now. We'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.